it was brought to my attention that I need to get on here and I need to do a nail tutorial. So I am going to first of all say, and I'm back. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm not a licensed nail tech. I was in school. I want to be in school again. I want to get my license. I want to be a nail tech. I want to own my own salon. I want to do this for a career. I absolutely love doing nails. This is a passion of mine. I am in love with doing art on nails, and I'm talking like I do art. Like I draw pictures and like scenery, and some of the things that I draw is, I love it. Like it's just, if I could find some of the stuff that I do, hold on, let me see if I can find some stuff. I don't know if I have anything up here right now. I do have a big, huge, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I actually do, that I've done, that that has like a whole bunch of stuff that I've done in the past that I have collected. Where, okay, well, here's one of my spiders that I did for Halloween. So that's one of the little things I've done. And that's like just simple. That was so simple, like unbelievably simple. This was also very simple. This was just a little gothic cross that I did for my daughters. I love doing line work. So this is some of the line work. So I love doing line work. I love doing embossing and flowers, which I don't know, everything's turning out a little bit like blurry. So anyway, all of that's like Halloween stuff. But anyway, we want to get away from the Halloween stuff. So I will get back to what I was doing. Oh, here's my fall gnome. Here's my fall gnome. We'll learn a gnome also. So today we are going to do a snowflake. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do ombre and a snowflake. So first and foremost, we're going to do a base coat. So this is, I love gelling. This is what I use. This is one of my favorites. This stuff is really thick and it goes on great. You don't have to use a lot of it. Hello. Yeah. So anyway, I love this stuff. You don't have to use a lot of it, and it's very thick. So watch getting it on the outside of the nail, because you will have to use cutters to get it off, especially if you get it onto like okay, my phone froze up. While you're doing that, you're going to get your, okay, my phone froze up. While you're doing that, you're going to get your other colors. So today we're going to do a, am I back on there? Hello, Buck. Am I back on? I'm assuming I'm back on. I'm hoping I'm back on. So while that's curing, you're going to get your other colors. I'm going to do a blue, purple, and a white. So this is the base coat I'm using. This is Double Rhythm. Dang it. Yeah, my signals out here are awful because I live in BFE. We have 40 acres. We are farmers. And we do not have good internet service. We have a very small choice of the internet, and our internet sucks. So, am I on where you can hear me? Hopefully, this is coming in good. Oh, it's bad glitching. Let me get a, let me go get a, let me see if this router will help. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if that helps. I don't know if it will, but we will see. Okay. Am I back on? Is it still glitching? Damn. Oh, I could try opening the window. No. Don't know if that'll work either. Is it better? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use double rhythm. So double rhythm, okay, good. So double rhythm comes with, you can buy them in sets or you can just buy them individually. I got mine in sets. So you come with, if you're going to do ombre, I bought mine in sets. So like you've got your light blue and then you've got your blue matches. And it comes with, like, I got hot pink and then a light pink and then yellow and then light yellow and green and light green. So you kind of get my drift there. So I'm going to do a light blue base. So I'm not going to do it heavy because, as I said, this is just a base. So the rest of it just kind of shows up better. Unless it's a really, really dark color, you always want a base. So that way you got something to kind of stand out. See, this is why I want to go back to school. Because I want to open a salon of all salon, and it's going to be for men and women. And I want women to come in and feel totally different than what they did when they walked in the door. And so my husband loves getting manicures. He does. And he loves getting pedicures. So, okay, so here's the color. So now I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. And then while that's curing, I'm going to get my colors ready. So I'm going to put it on my dabber. And I just put my blue. And then I'm going to put purple. And you only need a dot. You don't need much. And then I'm going to put a light blue. Do you guys want to do a gnome? Hello, how are you? Do you guys want to do a gnome instead? Want to do a gnome? We're going to do a gnome instead. Okay, let me get one other color. we need this for the nose. So I just did a skin color for the nose. I just do this all the time. Oh, you're Brazilian? Hello. Okay, so we're gonna do a gnome instead. I'm still gonna do some ombre. So I'm gonna teach you how to do the ombre first, and then we're gonna do a gnome. Okay, so to do ombre. So, okay, now you're calling yourself psycho. Okay, so to do ombre, so I use these right here, and I'm gonna start out with the dark blue. So I guess we're gonna use dark blue for his hat. So I'm gonna take the dark blue right here. You're Welsh, awesome. So I am 66% English. I'm from England. My family heritage is from England. Even though I was born in the United States, I have 66% English. I think it was 37% Irish. And then the rest of me is Scottish. Isn't that crazy? My grandma was the English one. That is crazy. And so, like, my family history goes back to okay, so here's the blue. So we're going to do the blue in the background. So there's the blue. You got the blue. It's dark blue. I am teaching you guys how to do ombre. So I'm not a nail tech. I am not a licensed nail tech. I was in school. I want to go back to school to finish getting my license because this is my dream. I want to open a salon, not just a nail tech salon. I have a dream of a certain salon that I want to open, but I can't afford to go back to school right now. I want to go back to school severely. Like, this is my goal. So I am teaching I'm just doing what I do best. This is what I do best. I take care of people, take care of animals, and I do nails. So this is the blue. So now I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to go to the purple. And I'm going to lightly just dab the purple. So we're going to ombre purple into the blue. And we're just going to dab it on there. So this is going to be the background for the gnome. I was going to do a snowflake. The snowflakes are really pretty, but the gnomes are just cute. Okay, so this is just like almost like a pastel. So now we've got purple into, I hope I get to run my salon someday too. So now we've got that. Now we're going to go back to the baby blue. So I'm going to take open side and I'm going to add the baby blue, which is the actual color we started with. And I'm going to add that in there. So now we have an ombre. So we have a blue, we have a purple, and we have a blue. So now you just learned how to do an ombre. See how simple that was? And it is amazing to me how so many people do not know how to do this. And I know nail techs that do not know how to do an ombre. And it's crazy because it is one of the most simplest things that you can possibly do as a nail tech. And it's one of the first things I learned how to do as a nail tech. And it's so simple. And like flowers, so simple. Roses, things like that. I mean, they're just simple. Leaves, things like that. Like, I don't know. But I draw like houses. I draw tropical scenery. Some of my, like my tropical line, I do sunsets. on like beaches and things like that. I do faces. I do like actual people's faces on nails. I do all kinds of things like that. Like, I love art. I absolutely love it. Okay, so since we're doing a gnome, the very first thing you're going to do on this, you're going to do the hat. So now that we're doing that, we're going to do, okay, so I'm going to take the fine line and we're going to do a hat. So you're going to go at the top part up here and you're just going to draw like a little hoop or a little hump. So we're going to start with the hump and you're going to go over and then you're going to draw another little hump. And you're going to kind of make a little crease. And then you're going to come in. And then I'll show you what it looks like because we're gonna actually crease it. So you'll see what it looks like. So if you can see that, where it looks right there, that's the hat. Okay? So now we're going to cure that because we're going to color all that in. But I think what I'm going to do, instead of using gel to color it in, I'm going to use mica powder to color it in. So it's going to be outlined in a gel polish. But then I'm going to take mica powder and I'm going to color it in so it has like a two-tone. I like to be different. Different is good. And I'm different. I appreciate that. I wish that there was a scholarship for talent, but there's not. Unfortunately, there is no talent or talent scholarship. While that's curing, let me see if I can find I'll find my little tub that has my nails in it. And I will show you some of my nails. Hold on. Hold on, it's back here. Okay, got it. Whew. I've got this thing so packed. I have so many things in here. Okay, so this is my 3D bunny. There's 3D bunny. There's one of my Christmas ones, one I did last year. I've got some really good ones in here, though. Here's my Kansas City Chiefs. Right there. There's my Valentine's Day. That was really cute. So yeah, I hope that, oh, here's a gnome for Valentine's Day also. Right there. I have a ton. Oh, here's one of my faces. Here's Patrick Mahomes right there. Here's my Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so back to my gnome. Okay, so now we are going to add the fluff on the gnome's beard. So now we're going to come back and we are going to go down and we're going to make his beard. We also have to make the head or the hat. So we're going to put these little lines right here for the beard. Okay, so there's the beard. And I'm going to add some mica powder to this one. So his beard's going to be a little shiny. And then we're going to put extra lines inside of it to make it 3D. Okay. Thank you for saying I'm talented. Oh, that's awesome that you want to be a nail tech. I'll start doing more of these if that's the case. I'll start actually adding on a lot more of these. And if you don't subscribe, if you haven't subscribed to me, go on and subscribe to me. There it is. Go and subscribe to me, and so I can get more likes and followers and stuff like that. But I will keep putting more stuff on here, because the more likes and subscribers I get, maybe I'll be able to make enough to where I can go to school. Okay, so I'm going to add little wiggly lines to make the beard show more. And I'm going to make it stand out more. And then I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to add up here, I'm going to add the fluff for his hat. So it's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a fluffy hat. And for this one, we're going to add glitter, but we're not going to add the glitter yet. So it's going to look a little off right now, just because of the way it is, until we add the nose, and then you're going to be able to tell the difference. So I'm going to go back in here. We're going to cure it for another 60 seconds. I'm going to wipe all this off. And I have a towel down here. Now I'm going to get some more white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add glitter into my white. So I'm going to take this glitter right here, and it's diamond glitter, and I'm going to add it to the white gel. And I'm going to mix it in. And then we're going to go back and we're going to add that as his fluff on his hat. And this just makes it really thick and 3D-ish. And you'll see it as soon as I show you. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about. And then you're going to take the end right here and you're going to stick it in the peach and you're going to go ahead and make his nose. See? Okay, now we're going to put this in and cure it. And then I'm going to get the blue mica. And I am going to do the silky blue. And I'm going to clean my brush off. Hello, honey. Thank you. And now I'm going to go in with this brush. And I am going to lightly dab inside of the hat. And I am going to add the mica powder. And if you want, you can add a little ball on the end by scraping up the white. That you had already made with the 3D. And you can make a little ball on the end. So there you go. And now you're going to cure that for 60 seconds. So I hope you guys are learning how to do this. And if you follow me on TikTok, there's a tutorial on how to make a snowflake. So my TikTok is, I think it's April Home 60, maybe. Don't know. I actually can't remember. So we're done with this. And I'll put that back. I'm done with this. So I'll put that back. Okay, so now that we have all of this done, the last touch is to do my gelling glossy top coat. Again, I love gelling because this is really thick and really good. And this stuff is amazing because it really holds. and it makes a great shine. And so when you do this, you're going to have to get, because you've got a lot of 3D on here. So you don't, this is not going to be a flat at all, because you did some 3D stuff on here. So this isn't just going to be a normal gnome. I just taught you how to do a 3D nail. So you're going to cure this for 60 more seconds. And if you really want to make sure it's done, do it for 120. And a lot of that stuff you're supposed to do it for 120 anyway, just to make sure it's really cured. Especially like if you're doing like a base coat that's black, I would probably do it for more than 60 seconds, because sometimes it starts to shrivel up. And that was one of the things that I had so she's part of Crazy Nails. She is amazing. That woman, I tell you what, her nails are phenomenal, and she's going to be opening a school soon. But anyway, that was one of the things of advice that she gave me, was to cure things for, especially if they're really dark colors, to cure things that are really dark colored for more than 60 seconds, because they have a tendency to curl up on you. Okay, so now you have a 3D gnome. And we're done. So I hope you guys learned something today, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to hop off here, and if you don't follow me or subscribe to me, follow me and subscribe to me, and I will follow you back. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Talk to you later.